Let's see. Hello, Miss Johnson. You know what I'm calling. No. Cool. Yep. Okay, not a foul though. That's somehow not a foul. I think. Corner. I asked him if clearly. Rick ass shot. I was wide open. He jumped at me from the side and it registered. Okay. You're right. Hold on. Let me save you. Let me save you. Here you go. I'll save you. There you go. The block. Watch out, little bit. God damn. Someday this century. Get out of my way. Oh boy. Help. Help is on the way. Could have shot it from the corner of your pants. Oh, shoot it! Oh, down one. After all that. After all that? Okay, how did that not get tipped? I need to know that didn't get tipped. You do it. I'm running! Ooh. Swing, swing. Okay. Why is this guy guarding my man? I need to jump. He's going to shoot. He needs to shoot. Yeah, that's the first time I'm jumping. Okay, I just walk up and shoot him. I got a little bit. I got a little bit. Jump your ass! Oh my God! He's just gonna shoot over you. Yeah, great. Like two's better than three. What are we talking about? Like two in your ass. That's what you like. Oh my God. See me, see me, see me, see me. Shoot! This is great. I thought he was going to try to get it off. Everyone's jumping. Okay. Oh, 100% smothered 70-foot shot would have just been huge. Yeah. Oh, it's just the digs. Yeah. Yeah, you shot it. Oh my God. Can I get a fucking bump, please? Corner. What? You just showing. Still just showing. Just not switch down, switch down. What do you think this is? Right corner, right corner, right corner. No, I saw my guy. My guy took one step to the left corner, like he was anticipating where I was going, and I went right. So. Got around. The man doesn't rebound. I'm telling you, that's why I don't like his property. I need the best rebound. The best rebounder in the game. Throw it! Oh, my shit. How did that get? Good luck. Alright, that's you, so it's done. Good job. I was reading a text about my knee. Or appendix rupture when she had emergency surgery. top, up top, up top, up top. Up. 2, 5. Okay. Well, she's kind of the kid too, where like she might have been complaining for a while. But, Pussy. I won! I thought he was gonna jump in. Man is 11 for 23. What a bum. We're gonna work. It's time we're gonna be online. Down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I see you in the corner and you can't return the favor. Okay. I see what it is. I see what it is. You selfish bitch. Toast. Guess who's not getting it? Because I should have had the last one. Oh, thanks for the kudos. I appreciate it. I don't like your play. So that's my 35, 10, and 7. So no. Because if you're not playing 4, those are my rebounds. Those are my assists. And most of my points. Because I let you have. Take credit for other people's. Wait.
Yeah, I already know. I'm about to say that.
Yeah. Kettle corn. Okay, I heard Juan through Desjuan that time. So it might be Desjuan. I just said I heard Juan. I heard Juan clearly through Desjuan. It's Desjuan. You weren't on mute. That's how I could hear your dad through your mic. The fuck? Hello. The echo's gone. Just turn your TV down, Des. Did we make sure we have the right lineup? No, what do we? Des one's not on the team. Oh, look, I hear one again. That's crazy. I wonder how I hear him. All right, well, I have a midget that shoots really well, so. Yep. I think my guy's looking to shoot. Because I already know. I've never wanted to take more credit for Dimer ever. Someone want to jump the ball? Yeah, he was, I'm sure. He got rubber cement in his hands. He's a midget down here. It's free. Jump. I'm jumping. Free. That's free. Okay, well, that was you. Literally, there was no one in your zip code. Oh shit! I thought we had that. This bro. He's taller than you in high heels.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris. Okay, Chris. Your boy.
Why did you pass that up? That would be out.
You know who's not passing. You know who's not passing. Yeah. He's selfish little bitch. He's a selfish 6-inch. He a little bitch. Man, with shooting target practice, he took a shot at your head, missed, and was like, "Well, I still hit the target. I did. I hit the target. It got there eventually." God. Ah! Oh, sucker. God, I'm on trying now. Oh boy. Don't worry. Yeah, I have 80% shooter. I can't leave anytime. I'm not leaving ever. Oh, okay. Your world. I'm here for help. I can't help. I'm not helping nothing.
Okay.
Your world. I'm here right side. Can't do that, sir. Got to stay inside the white lines. Ah, that was bad pass. Quick if we can. Force it. Okay. Force it. Worked out. Oh, that was a good steal. That was a steal. That was beautiful. That was a user lurking Madden if I've ever seen it. Okay. Fuck no. What do you think you're doing? It looked like you just got bumped and then left the ball. Like you were like, actually, I don't really want this anymore. Jump. No, thank you. That's fine. Somebody else should have helped. But you did the right thing. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, I didn't get that rebound. Right side. I'm not helping. You got it. Don't. Here if you need it. Woo. I thought I had that. It's sleeping. Yeah, it's called marijuana devil. What does that do? Don't smoke. I hit that. Oh shoot. I hit that. Help. Oh, that was a good one. It was a decent look. That was a decent look. It was a good one. He had the right answer. It might have taken him a half second too late. Damn. Oh. Oh, down here. Guys, it's just free under the hoop. We need it. I thought it said Twitch Grandpa. It's Twitch Grandpooba. Come on, bro. That's not even a bad pass. It was cheap. All right, we lock in just to 5. Good shot. Ted, you here? You were just standing still. I'll make sure. Bro, what? I'm trying to shoot that an hour ago. Wait, what? Waited for him to get there and everything. God damn. Fucking light me up. Looking like set out here on defense. Well, everybody had a good half except one. And it's not the one you think it is.
Hey. Hi.
How was dinner?
Good.
Fun to catch up with her?
What?
Fun to catch up with her?
Yeah.
Did you,
That lane.
was Maddie there? That's all right. I guess so. Since Lane is out of town or something.
Yep. There was not going to get one of you. So I'm glad that.
What did you guys do? Did you do a
Which
sushi?
was that? Yeah.
Sushi place?
Yeah, but it like the hibachi. We just got sushi to share, but it didn't come from the very end. We were stuffed, so I ate like 50 today. But it was fine. I'm full.
Oh shit, it's fair play, it's fair play. How was your day otherwise?
Yeah. Did you read my mom's text?
Yeah, that she's doing okay, but she's gonna be there for 5 to 7 days.
Yeah.
Is there something else in there? And then it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
I was saying I thought it might be a situation where like she might have been complaining about a stomachache and they kind of brushed her off for a while.
She was puking at daycare 2 days ago. And so Wednesday, she woke up from a nap puking. And she couldn't go back to daycare because she was puking. And she has just been puking and diarrhea and for 2 days. And so Brennan made an appointment.
Really?
Um,
So it could have been for, I mean, a while.
Yeah. It's Wednesday. She's been puking.
Wow. So, I mean,
So I talked to my mom. She said Brenna suspected that it was her appendix. So I don't know how. And then she's like, I got Cody. I got to go. I'll call you after I get Cody to bed. So I only talked to my mom for just a minute.
It's like, yeah.
oh, I miss both. What's up, man?
What?
What's up? I'm overstuffed. I ate the whole pizza. I should.
Yeah.
I literally ate the whole thing. I should have stopped 2 pieces before, and I was like, I burped and like had a little bit, and I ate just. Oh, I'm eating right now. Yes, my stomach hurts.
You have something to down son?
Oh, okay. The right. Still thing.
Shut up.
Super annoying today. So I was at the casino an hour early, and like wanted to, deal or whatever.
Yeah.
And as I'm walking out of the break room to like walk to the training room, Kim's walking to the front, and is walking to the front. She goes, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm going to practice. Like, I'm going to practice. And she goes, no, you can't. You're scheduled at 10. You cannot do this, Jordan. You need to just hang out. You need to just hang out. You're not allowed to do this. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? It's just like, I just want to go shuffle, pitch, like what? Like, I'm not asking to clock in. Like, no, you don't work for free. You don't do that. It's like, okay, I know you guys used to do this and not pay people. So yeah, I can't like, no, I have other stuff I need to be doing in there. So no, you can't be in there. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever. I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. This is just super annoying. So then I go and I'm like, well, what I can do, I'll go, like, I'm not in uniform. So I'll just go out there and I'll watch somebody deal blackjack. Okay. And like, there's a thing about not gambling before your shift, and like I remembered that, and so I went and asked a security guy. They're like, "Yep." And then I asked a like manager person, and I was like, "Hey," because he was unsure. The security guy was unsure, and I was like, "Hey, I'm not in uniform. Like, I just want to watch somebody deal blackjack. I'm obviously not gonna play. I just want to like, I'm here an hour early. I want to get something out of this." Like, yeah, that's fine. So okay. I'm out there for maybe 5 minutes, and Pat comes out there. Hey, Jordan, you can't be out here. Can't be out here 2 hours before your shift. And I'm like, dude, I'm just watching. He's like, yeah, no, you can't be. They should have gone over that in orientation, whatever. They then, like, it's not a big deal, but they just weren't. So I just had to go sit in the break room and just watch videos on my phone instead of actually getting something of value from it. Yeah.
Like I could have had 2 hours of sleep.
I mean, more sleep, but just like, yeah, it was just annoying. Because again, I could have gotten something out of it. I could have shuffled cards. I could have, you guys have felt. I don't have felt like. But then we did more. I sat there and watched him deal almost all day. And then my turn was the last one. I didn't even get through a full shoe but I dealt almost all of it perfectly, and it was more like details. Like I didn't switch hands right, which does not matter on the floor. Yes, you want me to audition out perfectly with 100%, but like that's not a realistic goal that I'm going to do everything perfectly every time. So if that's my auditioning out, like that's stupid. I didn't make a single mistake. I called out every card right. I was personable. I was able to make conversation. And so I think they're going to let me audition on Monday. But
You know?
yeah, because it's just annoying. And like, I had complained to Mike and being like yesterday, and I've been like, dude, I am talk to Robbie. I'm literally being gate kept from being out of training and like deal. Like I can do it right now. I can do it. He's like, yeah, okay, I'll talk to Robbie, whatever. And then Pet had a conversation with Kim, and that's when her like, she doesn't overtly say anything. So like her changing how she says something is like how I have to pay attention to it. So then she was like, yeah, I think you guys are really progressing really fast. So I'm gonna talk to him on Monday, and we'll see what's going on Monday or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, now she's kind of calling that day out as like a special day that like I might be able to get an audition in front of somebody that would matter. But it's just because again, it just proved to me again that like there was nothing that stumped me today, other than like details of specific things, like in how exactly they wanted me to do it. Which in the moment, if I forget, they're just going to be like, "Hey, can you do this?" I'll be, "Oh yeah, yep, sorry, forgot. Here you go." And like no one's going to be any the wiser. Called everything out correctly without her prompting, telling me, which is the other thing she loves to do. Super annoying. She can't wait to say that you're doing something wrong, rather than like let you self-discover and just like, oh yeah, like I'm not supposed to grab this with my left hand. Like as soon as I start reaching, wrong hand. It's like, okay, well now you didn't give me the opportunity to like reach and then not do it and like grab with the right hand. And I was like, yeah, I was about to correct myself. Like every time she did it. Yeah, it was just annoying overall. It was like I said. Again, eye opening. Oh my god, yeah, this is like all of it, because I said it to Maurice too. I was like, I keep feeling uptight because of how she's training us. That it's like Nazi Germany out there, and like if you do it wrong, they're gonna pull you off and fire you. And like it's not. It's smile and have fun. I shouldn't feel like that when I'm going out to deal cards. Like, yes, you want me to put it here in the circle. If I don't get it to that millimeter, no one's coming by and whacking my hand with a ruler. Like, but that's how she makes it seem. And like here, in the 5 minutes I watched the guy deal, he didn't do everything exactly how Kim said. So what are we doing? Like, why are you acting like we have to get 100% on the test to get out? Really what, dude? You got dinner. You do not get mints. Watching something. That video, I think I sent you that video about dinosaurs.
No, I didn't see it.
It's on Facebook, I think I sent it. It's a 15-minute video. Insane.
What about
Insane. He describes and explains exactly what happened, like as it happened when the dinosaurs went extinct, and like just he absolutely like.
You think it's a good theory?
No, it's not theory. It's like the science of it that like no one actually explains to you. It's like there was a way it hit in the Gulf of Mexico. The asteroid hit in the Gulf of Mexico. And then, like, think of when you like throw a pebble into a pond, right? It like makes a crater, comes together, and then it sends a wave out. Think of how big that wave is going out. that wave going out from the meteor that hit Earth was a mile high. Not a mile long, a mile in the air. Think of that. Like another one that he says is he just goes, anything. So the one that you don't understand, I don't understand either, is this asteroid was the size of the Himalayas. Okay. And it was moving at like 20,000 feet per second, which means that it went from what was the distance, he says? It goes through our atmosphere. I mean, you should just watch the video. But it went through our atmosphere from everything that stands between us and space in less than a second. It's not even a flash. It's not a rump. And that's what he says, because nature does no foreshadowing. There's no, it's just, it hit.
Crazy.
And then just like how he explains it, and then he explains like the aftermath of what happened, and like, but it's just, I've never had anyone explain it like that. And the reason why it's worth listening to is because it does actually put into perspective, like, you feel small when you stand next to a big building and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. When you hear about what happened, you're like, oh, that's insane. Like, I don't even, numbers and amounts that you can't even fathom. Like, think of it hit in the Gulf of Mexico and stuff, because it like launches up a bunch of rock into space. Well, that comes back down, and then that's what came down as all of the asteroids within like a minute of this thing hitting. But it's like we got hit with like a laser beam, and then like asteroids everywhere. And like 1 second prior, we were like the most, like, think of like the most fertile rainforest you could possibly imagine. And then it's just,
Everything's good.
yeah, everything that was looking in that direction is instantly blind. Everything, and it was like everything within 1,000 miles or something was instantly gone, not blown up, not demolished, vaporized. Like, and like he talks about like the impact directions. Like if it hits us straight on, it's not as bad. If it hits us at an angle, it bounces off and it's not as bad. But it hit us at exactly a 60-degree angle, which is the perfect angle to do maximum damage. And if it was like one or 2 minutes sooner or something, it would have ended our planet. But like it would have just like actually just the entire planet. You just watch the video. It's insane. I would listen to it again. That's good. Hold on, I heard a name that I'll fight for. I'll stop my conversation to hear. Who just said what about Derrick Rose? What's it about Derrick Rose? What? What's it about Derrick Rose? Somebody repeat what said is arguing. What is the Derrick Rose versus who? Hell no. That's an insane thing. No, did Russ Westbrook win an MVP that I'm forgetting about? He has an MVP. Russ has an MVP. Hold on. Russ has an MVP. Did I hear that right? 2016, 2017 NBA MVP was Russell Westbrook. Oh, hold on. Oh, you mean okay. Yeah, that year. And he got the career achievement MVP. That one. Not the actual best player in the NBA, but the statistically superior player in the NBA award. That one. No. he doesn't, because in any of those years, was he the best player in the NBA?
That's hard to say.
Right. But any of those years, was he the best player in the NBA? He was the best player in the NBA. He absolutely was the best player in the league. Yes, he was. Oh my God. No. Dwight Howard, but Dwight Howard is not Dwight Howard in no way, shape, or form is a better basketball player than Derrick Rose. So no, you can't say that. Derrick Rose was the best basketball player in the world in that year. Yes, he was. On what team? On what team? Right. On what team? Who else is on? Please read me that roster. And who was on that team? Cedric? Oh man. Okay. I'm hearing a lot of Hall of Famers. God damn, let me hear some more. Yeah, Hold on. Did you just name Kyle Korver on the Chicago Bulls that year? No, it's not. No. He took a group of bums to the best record in the East, in LeBron's East. He was the best player on the best team. How do you not describe that as the best player in the world at that time? They weren't right. They weren't the best team. They had the best player on the team with the best record in the East because he had dragged that group of bums. Hey, you.
Oh.
Yeah. Hi, buddy.
I need a shower.
You want to take a shower?
If you're dirty,
Maybe.
maybe you're not, or yes.
Right. And it's a similar argument. It's a similar argument that was given for Russ to win MVP on his team. However, I do not believe that Russ was, you could argue, is the best player in the league in that year. He got an award because exactly what you said, the argument that you said. He averaged a triple-double 3 years in a row, and they said, we got to give him something. Okay. That was not why Derrick Rose won an MVP. So, we are not talking about the same league of talent. Dwight Howard was coming off of Dwight Howard was living in an NBA that there were no athletic freaks that were going to be able to guard him in any sort of way. So he benefited and is detrimented from the same. It's the same LeBron. No, it's the same. No, that's not right. But he wasn't bigger. He wasn't the Incredible Hulk playing point guard. Dwight Howard was a literal Hulk playing center, and he was a freak athlete. So yeah, he's gonna have nice stats as a center in a league with. You know who Dwight Howard was playing against at that time? He was guarding and being guarded by Nikola Pekovic. You remember Nikola Pekovic? You think Nikola Pekovic was doing something to Dwight Howard? Yeah. Okay. No, that is the. Pekovic was probably the 12th best center in the league at that time. Right, but again, in no way, shape, or form do I see Nikola Pekovic and Dwight Howard on a basketball court and go, you know what? I think the Russian guy. I'm gonna go with the white guy. Never. Over the incredible hulk of a human that Dwight Howard was. No. So again, yes. In the same way they're athletic freaks, in a different way, Derrick Rose was not superiorly physically built different than his peers.
Just to be fair,
Okay. I would expect you to be with the zesty guy. Dwight Howard is highly, highly suspect. After all that, I know that was I was saying Cat is also zesty.
I'm not arguing.
Hold on. I don't blame him. But it explains why when you go, well, yeah, 2014 and 10. It's like, okay, well, yeah, is Derrick Rose being guarded by a fifth grader? Okay, what would his stats be if he was being guarded by a fifth grader? Like what? Oh yeah, was he? Was that the guard talent in the NBA in the mid 2010s? Is that true? Was that your? Yeah. Okay. You're right. Johnny Flynn. That's who it was. It was every night he was running out there against Johnny Flynn. No, it's not. Johnny Flynn was in and out of the league, and he was a midget. That was no. Johnny Flynn was never the 12th best point guard in the league. What are we talking about? No, I picked someone that I think represented a generation of players of being unathletic and sort of just stick in the mud centers. That's kind of what that league had. Pau Gasol, Marc Gasol. They were dominant. How is Marc Gasol in the NBA today? How would Marc Gasol be? Slow, unathletic. They look like Rudy Gobert. That's what it would look like, except if Rudy could shoot. If Rudy could shoot. Oh, that's super nice career. Yeah, he's collecting a lot of checks while he loses games. Yeah. Your argument is now you're arguing for Rudy Gobert to be the prototype of the NBA. Like we're off base. Well, for sure. Marc Gasol's a Hall of Famer, so I hope you do. Rudy Gobert will probably be a Hall of Famer. Yeah, but Marc Gasol was a shooter. That's hard fights. Disagree. I didn't say he wasn't. I said he probably is a Hall of Famer. He won a lot of these. Yeah, and everybody gets in the NBA Hall of Fame. Draymond Green is going to be a Hall of Famer. Right, but that's what I'm saying, bro. And when time travel was invented, I need so badly. Let's switch knees. Russ Westbrook and Derrick Rose. Let's switch knees and see who has a better career. Steve Nash, what? What? Hold on, what? Hold on, what? Chris Paul? Why? What? For what reason? In what world is Chris Paul better than Steve Nash? In what way, actually? Overall, who? Chris Paul's not better than Steve Nash defensively. That is not true. Oh my God! All right. Well, no. Chris Paul's hunted. Steve Nash was not hunted. No. Steve Nash was not hunted. He was not. Nope, not a lock. He wasn't Chris Paul on defense. Chris Paul, the last time Chris Paul played defense, Charlotte had a basketball team. Barbosa, I'd abuse Barbosa in 2K. Steve Nash was not going to make an all-defensive team in a league that actually had defense being played. No. Okay, yeah. No, the separation is Chris Paul played in the league with no defense. So, okay. Chris Paul is on 0 defensive teams if he plays the same years that Steve Nash plays. What is a midi? What? I'm aware. Out here looking up stats. I'm about to look up stats. Can you give me a list of guards? Can you give me a list of guards that were playing defense at that time? Give me the. Rondo actually was a defender. We can be done talking about Patrick Beverly, Steve Nash in the same conversation.
Oh, you just said guards. You just said guards that played.
Oh, that's not what I was. Patrick Beverly. I was asking what guards played defense that won all defensive team. Like who is the argument is who is Steve Nash up against to win an all defensive team? That says you're the best in the league at that time. No, that is what I said. I said Steve Nash is playing in a league that's based on defense. Oh, okay. That's not. I missed again. I'm done shooting. Rondo. Yeah, Rondo, I guess, is. Rondo's right. Rondo is taking defensive teams. There's only like 5 of those to go out. So, are there 5 better defenders at guard during the time that Steve Nash was playing basketball or Chris Paul? Right. That's what I'm saying. That I'm like. It wasn't a guard league at the time. Like it's not. It's 2 eras. Like there's a definite different era there. Kobe's getting those. Like they're not. Yeah, is Steve Nash not a better defender than Kobe? Like, sure, he's not. But like that's not a knock on Steve Nash's defense. just because he doesn't have the award. Right, but then so like I'm looking at it from the perspective of who would I rather have running an offense or playing my point guard position. Steve Nash is a better fit for almost every team than Chris Paul. If I need to be a first round exit, I would probably take Chris Paul. He's gonna carry my team through the regular season, and then just lose in the playoffs. I gotta go. Do you get to count college? Tyreek Evans, yeah. I mean, Tyreek Evans. Yeah, actually, a career. OJ Mayo is on the Wolves. OJ Mayo, I think, was a Wolves draft pick, if I remember right. No, I think he got drafted by the Wolves. He played for the Grizzlies. Yeah, I think we got rid of him after a year or two. I remember because I was a USC fan at the time, and then we drafted OJ Mayo. I was like, oh, look. Because I was a fan of Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, Lendell White. Those guys. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was a lottery pick. I remember. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And he was not good.
What did you say?
Kirk Heinrich?
Actually, that
Back cut. I'm looking for someone to do it.
okay. The reason why that's somewhere, I think that's on how you're doing.
Who's biased? Oh my god. Dirk.
Yeah.
Dirk. But here, I love KG, but it's just not like the games aren't the same. So Dirk won one of them and went on one of the most impressive championship runs of all time as the captain, like as the guy. KG was never going to win a championship if he was going to be asked to be the guy. He needed Paul Pierce and Rondo and Ray Allen. And as a team and as a guy contributing to a team, he can do that. But Dirk was the straw that stirred the drink. So Dirk. I love KG. No shot or slight against KG. Dirk was incredible. He did enough. Dirk did enough. Fortunately, it's the best. There's not one really to compare. Good, we're corner.
You okay?
Daddy,
Yeah, buddy.
I found someone. Yeah.
You found Mama? Yeah. Where's OKC?
What's the first one?
Against the super team Heat.
Blue sector? Blue sector? Sector! No, sector.
Hey, Jason Terry, too. Hey, Jason Terry.
I found one.
Where?
It's a dog.
I see not blue.
What is that?
Blue. Sector. I found blue sector. Sector. Blue is sector. Sector.
Okay.
Had that off also. Was Court Brewer on that team for some reason?
Why? Why is that?
I remember that. I remember that.
Coco.
He kind of came into his own in that run. Of like they kind of, I mean, he was kind of he was like a 15, 18 point guy, and then kind of when they needed 25, sometimes he'd give them that. Out.
Hey, Edward. You ready to take a shower soon?
I'm ready now. Look right now.
You're all done playing?
I'm ready to take that.
Tyson family, you know.
That one.
They kind of went two bigs. Yeah. Which is a lot.
There we go.
I'm chasing my guy.
Daddy, music.
Oh, I'm talking about my buddies.
Daddy,
We're talking about the game. Yeah, Bubba.
I'm just taking a shower really quick.
Oh, you're gonna take a shower really quick?
I'm trying to break that.
Okay, I love you.
I'm done playing.
Okay, I love you. Mwah.
Bye.
See ya. Love you.
Bye bye. Mommy?
Left. DeMarcus Cousins is not close. Wasted talent. No, okay, right. But DeMarcus Cousins also could have been an MVP if he didn't just stay in Sacramento for a decade. Right. If he wouldn't have been in Sacramento for a decade, he would have won an MVP somewhere. That guy was a demon. Well, me. Okay, 2-point game. All right, no more comparisons to get locked in. I mean, yeah, I guess. No, I don't know who is setting the screen. He's dead. That dude fell down. Looks to me like power forward. Seems like a guy that's comparison long. I was about to finger you. Nothing. Nada. Rebound. Good shot. All right, tie game 115. I'm here. No, leave it. So we're just gonna give up 2 there. That's a good one. Left side. Left side again. 50 seconds. It's our one to give. It's fine. We're looking for 3. He clutched it. Get it up. Hold on. Okay, we're just gonna call time. Yeah, we're just gonna... Make sure you get this up in 4 seconds. 8 seconds is still going. There you go. Yep. Take our time. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? That's oh, we're scrambling. I'm free. It's free. Board. Jumping. It's open. Lord. Fight. Fuck no. Give me this. Fuck yeah. Let's go. It was my block. Watch it. I'm at the rim. Jump. I jumped. It was good. I just secured the loose ball. Yeah. J.R. Smith lost him. Dion Waiters. Hold on. J.R. didn't. Dion Waiters didn't lose it. Yeah, he didn't lose the game in the playoff. I'm being a dumbass.
Have you heard that story?
No.
It's dribbled out.
Coaches. You out of here too? Where'd you dump this? Right. How long you meal? I'm running game chat. Hello? I don't know why I was in game chat. Go back to party chat. Hey, come back to party chat. Yeah, you're in game chat. There you go. Yeah, it did the same thing with me. That's what I was saying. All right. How long you gave me out for? Still a bit longer. Oh, we're playing the Gooners. That's not as the Goonies, Goonies. So I guess I hadn't really considered that may have taken a change in how that's interpreted. Oh, that's a problem. There you go. Hey, that was nice though. I'll give you credit. I saw you there. Yeah, I mean, I'm lagging. I can packet lost. Okay. What? Hey, are you thinking
Yeah. I didn't down myself.
You took a shower all by yourself like a big boy?
Yeah, I didn't
Oh, wow.
know.
You didn't need any help. That's so impressive of us.
Yeah, myself.
Good job, buddy. Right. Because our Venus. No, I was playing defense. I could take a guess. Under Miranda's computer sleeping. What is she playing? Okay. Not me, buddy.
Get back. I like to
Should go to. Oh, I 50'd it. Put on. Take him. Off top.
I know.
Better. Taking. One. Out of position. I'm gonna play this. Around. Alright. I'm back. I'm playing it. Emma. Miss. Thank you. Oh, I just saw there. Good play. Let's go. All right. Left. With it. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this. I was curious what your opinion would be on this. So, here, and I kind of want you to hear this from two different perspectives. So hear it from being asked as the person to get this, and then also like, and if you were the person asking, okay. So I text you, we have plans to do something, and plans are already established, and I text you that like, hey, or you're like, hey, are you coming to this thing? And I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way, but I have just some logistical issues because I'm on my bike and I'm not going to be able to bring my own beer. Okay. So like, hey, can somebody get me a? First of all, I guess, are you just buying the twisted tea so I have something to drink? I don't feel like that would be my move. Yeah, I guess I should. I don't know that I specifically said that, but I was very specific on the fact that I wanted a twisted tea party. Please get a twisted tea party pack.
Okay, so I'm not gonna text you.
Right.
Okay,
right.
Okay. Just gonna say, hey, they don't have this right back at the stand up like 3 minutes.
Sure. Okay. So, and I'd say that's fair. And if you didn't text me about the twisted tea, that would be fair as well. I'd say here fair, but like I guess when you're getting it, and then I show up and I'm like, oh, you didn't have the party pack. I really don't like. Yeah, the regular twisted tea is not that great, and like I wish you would have texted me. Like you're probably a little bit like, oh man, I don't know, because I'm a little bit like that, where it's like I would be like, oh, I'm just like, yeah, I probably should have I should have thought of to text you because you were specific in the text, and so you probably did want that specifically and not just what they had, especially since here. And I guess the part that I'm not adding in as a caveat is I've already communicated in text very clearly that someone else was going to handle logistics of getting me this said party pack. And you then volunteered. You're like, well, I'm going to get drinks, so I'll get the party pack. Okay, so now you ended up buying regular twisted tea. Not a big deal. Then I get there and I'm like, oh, I wanted a party pack, but whatever. I drink one of them, and I'm kind of giving you shit because you're my brother, and that's just the way it is. But I'm not actually like mad. And I guess I should say too, I guess I have to add too many caveats onto this, but his fiance is there, and she probably ruined it to begin with because she like immediately was like, I took one, and she was like, oh, but you wanted a party pack or something, and so like I'm already kind of not wanting to be like super thankful as far as just like this isn't really what I wanted, but okay, I will drink it, and like it's fine that they didn't have the option. Because I very specifically asked for a party pack and you didn't text me. And so then my sister shows up with the wrong party pack because I didn't specify enough. I didn't know there were 2 different ones that like, I want the one with lemonade and bomb pop. Okay, not a big deal. I then say to my brother, I like went over to him and I was like, hey, you don't have to feel bad about getting wrong or not getting a party pack because Megan didn't get me. Like Megan got the wrong party pack. But I didn't know, whatever. And he was saying I was out of line for making that comment because I should have just been thankful that he got me anything in the first place. Because I had needed help with logistics. I feel like when you volunteer yourself to then do something for somebody, and this is where I went through all of that to get to this. I feel like if you volunteer yourself to do something for someone that's like asking for something specific, like you have to kind of try to do your best to get that because they asked for that. Like it's not like I didn't have anything because like I could have figured something else out. If you text me and go, hey, there's no party pack, like I tell my sister to get a party pack and I end up getting what I want and I don't have to feel like I need to pay you for drinks that I'm not going to drink. And so, like, I'm kind of annoyed that I now am having to deal with this. And I think from my brother's perspective, it's, again, the thing of, like, I got something for you, so you should just be thankful that I got you something when you weren't going to be able to get something yourself here. But, like, I was going to be able to. I just would have gotten it a different route. Do you see what I'm saying? I explained it sufficiently from my perspective of what I'm talking about.
I mean, I think you're kind of wrong. So I know this,
Yeah.
I don't think you should irritated by it.
Not irritated, not at all. And actually, I was only here. I'm only like, oh man, it's the extent of irritated that would be like, oh man, that's not really what I wanted, but okay, I guess I'll drink those. Like, it's fine. I really wanted the party pack for this specific thing, but whatever, I'll drink it. And like, so like irritated is not the right word. It's more of like, oh, I wish you would have texted me. I would have told you just don't even worry about it. I'll, drink water until Megan gets there with the actual party pack. So that is what I would say I'm irritated at, not at the fact that like you got me the wrong thing. Like, okay, you made a decision that I would have just texted about since I was so specific that like I probably had a reason for being that specific. But then, and I guess what I didn't fully flush out is Shard like made it a point to be like, I had grabbed one before I'd even said hi to Josh. And she was like, oh, you better say thank you for that. And like anytime someone is like prompting me to say thank you for something, even if I should say thank you, like I immediately am just oppositional, where I'm just like, okay, now I don't want to say thank you because that's weird that you just are asking for a thanks. Like I would have said thanks for getting me something, but now it feels like you're telling me to say thanks and I'm not a child. So I don't know. Probably honest.
Especially if it's something that I'm already.
Right. And it's and here I would say part of it too is like
And even though what I want to
right. And like I can put the context on it, but now like I'm walking in the door, grabbed a drink. Hey Jordan, you better thank Josh for that. It's like, okay, well actually it's not even the right thing that I wanted. So yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I really want to make
Yeah.
like big old shit on my face, like chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought we were gonna have a beautiful little tap there. But yeah, so like that is something that like I'm not giving that aspect of it because I didn't want to point that out. But that really was my main reason for not being immediately thankful. And then it turned into this bigger thing where he was like saying that he's like, I can't believe you had the balls to say that. Don't feel bad. I shouldn't feel bad. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, what? Like, yeah, I would feel bad.
You're feeling that, so
Sure. Well, and like that's where I'm like, yeah, Josh, I guess I'm just that kind of person where like if you ask me specifically for something and then I feel like I could have done it better or gotten like communicated to you more, I would feel kind of bad. But I guess you don't. So okay. Forget it then. Like, but it I guess highlighted this like here, and maybe I can put it this way. I think that shows a level of quid pro quo that I don't do, especially if I volunteer to do something for somebody. That like I'm just not quid pro quid. Oh my god, I fucked up. Quid pro quo means you do something for something, even if it's as much as I'm doing it to get a thank you at the end of this. Like that is still quid pro quo. Versus altruistic giving is the idea of by me when I agree to something, I'm doing it expecting absolutely nothing, not even a thank you. I don't need a thank you. I was, going to get drinks anyway. So then when somebody thanks me, I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. And I mean that. Like it really was no imposition to me. And like if someone wants to thank me and it was an imposition, then I might feel okay about it. But like the basis of giving for me is from an altruistic perspective where like I'm not expecting anything back. Otherwise I would say no. So like my family and my brother are more the quid pro quo. Like, no, I do this and you say thank you. Otherwise I feel like I was shorted in the exchange. You get what I'm saying?
just trying for me, it's like I'm doing what you ask. Like I'm creating things.
Right. And I think that is the same. That like if you want to thank me, Here, I think it's both of us would, if here we did something and someone goes, "Oh, dude, thank you so much for doing that," and we go, "Hey, don't worry about it," we would both actually mean that sentence. Like, there is no difference in thing that just happened here. Okay, when my brother says that, it is actually what he's saying is we're even. He's saying we're even. He's saying we're even. We're good. Forget about it. Don't worry about it. We're even now because you thanked me. But if you didn't say thank you, I would hold that against you as a debt. That like I got you beer and you didn't thank me. So I'm superior to you and you're in my debt because you didn't say thank you. And like that is a fundamental difference in how we give. Like, and a lot of people are like that. Exactly what I just said. Exactly what I just said. Somebody undermined my thank you. Your fiance and we never got to this part of it. Your fiance undermined my thank you because before I could even have a chance to say thank you, she was telling me I needed to thank you. So that's why. No, because it ended up being like I would like half had that conversation with him, and then I made that comment later, and he kind of giggled and walked off, and then I like asked him about it, and it turned into like an argument where he's like, I just can't believe it. And like again, now I'm being like, now we're arguing over me saying thank you, and I was able to explain like I'm grateful that you got a drink. However, I would have liked you to text me because I would have told you not to get it. So I was just saying if you and I didn't say if you felt bad. I was just saying like don't feel bad because Megan got the wrong one anyway, and I wasn't specific enough is actually what I'm saying. So like, hey, I should have even been more specific and said, don't get it if it's not the party pack and if it doesn't have lemonade and bomb pop, I guess. And then that spiraled into the argument of it. But I was thinking about it and like, why are we so off on as far as like how we see the situation? Because I was literally walking up to him thinking I was providing, if it's 1% of relief in my situation. If I'm in his shoes, someone asks me, hey, can you get me Miller Lite, Bud Light Lime? And I go to the gas station and I just think, they'll probably be okay with Bud Light. And then I get Bud Light and I come to the event and you go, oh, I really wanted Bud Light Lime. Like I'll drink Bud Light, but I really wanted Bud Light Lime. I wish you would have texted me and like let me know that they didn't have it because I could have gotten someone else to get me it. But it's okay. I'll drink it. So, but I appreciate you doing that. Like I wouldn't feel like the thank you is lost on me because I'm like, shit, I should have texted you. You're right. I should. You did ask for lime specifically, and I should have understood that to mean that you specifically wanted lime. So I'm sorry. My bad. I would feel bad. So like the idea that someone doesn't care, that they're like, oh, well, I got you something, so thank me, bitch. Like, okay, that's wild then. Because like I'll just never ask you for anything again. I'm not interested in that. Like, please don't say yes to something to do for me if you're gonna like keep a tally of it like that. That's weird to me, and I don't like that. Because I'm literally asking for it to be not an imposition. Like I'm not asking for anyone to go out of their way for me. If nope, can't do it. I'm already at the farm. Okay. I'm not like, can't believe my brother wouldn't go get me a beer. So then to be on the other side of that and being the one being asked, I think it's just strange that it's like assumed that there's a debt to be paid.
Like I totally hear what you're saying. I think see too far into the principle. So I get the other thing. I got both sides.
Well, I just it matters because of the fact that it's like I'm serious about that. I don't want to ask him for anything else. Like I'm not. That makes me not interested in asking for any sort of help. I don't. So, and like here, I would have called that a trivial thing previously, but I guess that's just not like that's still too like that is something that is trackable. If that makes sense.
Sometimes it's something that you're Italian.
No, so I would just won't ask you for help with anything. Like I just won't. I am now aware that you don't. Here, I guess I should say it was more of a thing that like I actually go out of my way to not like ask anything of people like that because of that difference that like we're just not going to see eye to eye. Because I don't ever agree to something without already having a balanced ledger. And so I don't want to interact with someone that's going to keep a tally in a way that's like, no, this is a. You didn't say thank you, so I feel shorted. I feel like I'm using a lot of words to describe something that just kind of comes innately to me. Maybe that doesn't feel kind of dirty to you?
I mean, it does. I definitely agree. I totally understand what you're saying. I feel the same way. If I was like, it would have been a little like that taking back comment of like, hey, don't feel bad that we're having to I'm getting kids because I had no pockets. So neck after on and if you would have been like,
I can't fuck it. That's fuck it. No, it in the conversation, he brought that up as like you had the balls to say to me later, you didn't thank me, and then you had the balls to say to me later, don't feel bad. That's how he said it. Like, okay, yeah. Yes. No, that is the intent of which he said it. It was, I mean, he was emotional, so he no, that's how he said it. Like he was yes, he was saying it in a mocking way, like I was so out of line for even suggesting the idea that he could feel bad for not getting me what I asked for. That's what he was saying. He was saying, how dare you say to me,
I was scared like that. I was like, I'm not trying to take it back. I'm like, you know, because I asked for this.
all right, but that's where he's saying it's like a level of entitlement from my side to even have that thought. You're so entitled that you even had that thought that I would feel bad. That's crazy to even think. And it's like, no, it's not. I would feel bad if I was in your shoes. I would feel bad for not getting the right thing. So the fact that you don't just says that you and I are different in that way, but it's not unbelievably, that's so insane, and I'm gonna pearl clutch. That's what I was arguing with at that point. So it wasn't even that, it was like about the twisted tea. It was more of like the gall. We're arguing about my gall. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not even outlined. So
yeah, I guess like a scenario like that. Like when I feel like I'm not on the line, and that person's like just being like eager about it, and when I just sit there and just like, if I don't feel like I'm wrong, when I say something that I guess I'd be like, they are that like
not letting it go. Oh shit!
How I do.
Yeah.
I just want to keep that.
Right. It would be done for you. Right.
That's what you want to take. That's what.
And here, that's your. I would say you have a good. You don't have a desire to convince somebody. Like you don't have to. You have no need to feel. Or I guess I shouldn't say no need. You have a much less strong need to, I think, prove yourself right in a like argument fashion. Like I think you're okay with just the idea of like, no, I know I'm right, but okay, you think what you want to think, and like that's part of what I grew up in is like that. Until you can convince the other person beyond a reasonable doubt, like the argument's not done. So I think that is something that like, yeah, I could absolutely just be like, all right, that's cool, whatever. You want to be pissy about it, sure. But like I in the moment feel the need to be like, no, I'm right. Here's why I'm right. And like
I always feel like that. Okay, I point that I'm trying to get across.
it's lost.
Lost because of their
Sure.
so like therefore nobody has something and then I walk away from the situation. Like, what the fuck? Like that's your stuff that they walk away from this kind of bucket. Or whatever. Like zero words.
I feel you were about to say conceited, and then it got me entitled. Is the word I think I used.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
if you want to take that out, like that's not there.
Sure. And here, I think that's actually, yeah, I think that's actually a very good way of explaining it. Because yeah, that was exactly what it was. It was like he was being like, "Oh my God, you're so entitled," and I'm like, "Dude, I'm the furthest thing from entitled." I was literally just saying, like my whole interaction with you was not being entitled. I was just like, "Hey, can somebody get me and can help me with logistics?" And then you volunteered yourself, and then got the wrong thing. Hey, can somebody grab ham? And you went to the store like they didn't have ham, so I brought turkey legs. It's like, okay, well, sure, that'll work, but I needed ham for pickle roll-ups or what, like, whatever. Like, so yeah, I can make this work, I guess, but it's not exactly what I wanted and not exactly what I asked for when I was specific. And here, it's almost hypocritical because you're going, oh my God, you're so entitled as you're being entitled to a thank you. Yeah.
And that's kind of the reason why I'm just like that. Yes, that's why I turned into an argument because like I'm not gonna let you sit here and tell me that I'm entitled with attacking entitled instead of running myself with that because
yeah. I'm glad that we just talked that.
Right now, you're being entitled right now. About I'm being entitled. There is zero chance that you are going to accept anything that I state in this moment. So therefore, I didn't have.
Right. And I think in talking through this, I think that is the identification of what it was. It was like I was, then once he had made that, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I can't say I came to that conclusion, like while I was sitting there thinking about it, but I was just like, dude, this is so annoying that this is happening. Because it's like you're literally just sitting here being like, yeah, you should have given me a thank. You should have given me a thank you and not expected anything. Not expected me to get the right thing. Like, okay. Well, sure. I didn't really expect. I was hoping you would, and I'm not mad at you for not. So that was kind of the whole point of my original communication with you. But now that you're mad at me for not being thankful enough, it seems weird. Like,
At the same time, people that you got something and still kind of expected what you asked.
and here I explained that perfectly. I will 100% give myself credit for that. I explained in the conversation where he ended up crashing out over that was me explaining that where I was like, Josh, I'm grateful you got me something. I just wish you would have texted me because I would have told you not to get it because I don't really like the normal twisted tea. So then in my perspective, when I'm going from your perspective, I just made a comment about you. Like, hey, don't feel bad. Megan got me the wrong one too. No, you can't even see the entitlement in that. That's just crazy, Jordan. It's like, okay, well, it's not like.
I can see what you're trying. Sure, is that all comes down to the context of like how you're actually saying how you, the individual, feel like, gosh, and only get that third person perspective, get that ask, and then trust.
Sure, that's a good point. Because if he comes back and is like, wait, are you saying like
he's making an assumption on how you actually.
Right. most entitled kid I know. So, like, it's pretty rich coming from him. Good news, people. They're buying my skills off.
His first major league hit is a home run, and this is a one-run game in Milwaukee. This is I've been on the mic with you. You got to get it. I think I need to get my mic.
Is that that?
Yeah, it's just like it's been. It's just like
At that point, you're standing in center, John is standing out of the debate. Like, you guys are just on the opposite sides of the not even playing. So it's like, at that point, I would just feel like having this conversation. Like, they're refusing to see what I'm
Telling you, like I'm.
you're gonna refuse to see anything. And like, I don't care enough. They
Convince you.
have that. Yeah, like, I don't care enough to be the two. So, yeah.
I honestly, I mean, the way you just summarized that is really the feeling. I'm like, yeah, like, okay, Josh, sure, whatever you think, you can think that. I don't care. It was just annoying in the moment of like putting together like the this is why he's upset. And then in the moment too, I got to and took a shot at my dad. He was sitting there and heard the whole thing. And we were like arguing. Oh, and then to add to the frustration of the whole thing, as me and Josh are actually having a decent like adult conversation back and forth, where I'm like explaining my side and he's like saying whatever he's saying. Megan is sitting next to me, just fucking chirping the whole time. Stop, Jordan. Jordan, stop it. Jordan, stop. Stop. Just let it go, Jordan. Jordan, just let it go. Jordan, let it. Jordan, stop. Stop, Jordan. Jordan, stop.
She's not taking it from Josh.
No, because I'm the one like continuing. Josh is like, he keeps being like, no, Jordan, like whatever. We're just not going to see eye. We're just not going to see this. Well, no, Josh. We literally can just talk. We can have an adult conversation. Like I can explain what I'm thinking, why I said what I said. Like what? No, Jordan, stop. Jordan, let it go. Jordan, let it go. Let it go. Like we're gonna come to fisticuffs over this. Like no, I don't. I'm having a conversation with my brother.
I know that you get pretty in. Are you guys having a conversation?
No, we were sitting on next to each other on the deck steps, literally just talking. Like there's no one else like filtering the conversation. So we're having a talking argument from differing perspectives in front of mixed company, sort of, but not really. It's my cousins and other people, but like I'm not embarrassed to have this conversation in front of anybody. Josh shouldn't be embarrassed to have this conversation in front of people. Like what? I'm not like, but like that's what my sister's reacting out of like that sort of like, oh my gosh, stop fighting, we're not fighting, stop fighting. It's like we're not fighting, this is how people have a relationship, is you talk about things. What? How to understand each other's perspective. That would be important.
I have no idea like how the conversation was going. I know you got it. I still don't really know like everything, like whatever. But there are times and places that certain.
Sure, and this was a perfectly fine time and place. There's nothing. I'm not interrupting anything. I'm not intruding on anybody's peace. I'm not making a scene. I'm not like. So it's just I'm making you uncomfortable, and so you want me to stop. Okay, I don't care that I'm making you uncomfortable. You can walk away. And here, If you want to voice it once, fine. When I tell you to butt out and you continue to voice it, we're gonna have a problem. So yeah. So anyway, so I got done with my conversation with my brother. He like kind of storms off or whatever, and I just turned to my sister and I just go, "All right, now to you. When I'm having an adult conversation with another adult, oh my god, I'm not even gonna listen. That's so condescending." I'm like, okay, well, sure. Well, you need to be talked to like a child, apparently.
Well, I mean, if that's like, that's very good. I think
For sure. And I'm sure that came through in my tone, but it absolutely was deserved condescension. If you're going to sit there and try to talk to me like you're my mom and tell me to stop, all right. I'm 30 years old. I don't need someone babysitting me while I have a conversation with my brother.
I mean, just say it to her like that. Well,
All right, I did. I started that sentence and then she didn't like how condescending it was. So I had to go, okay. Sorry.
what you just said, a second ago. It's like, instead of being like, instead of trying to like, okay, now you two adults, man.
I didn't even say that. I said, when I'm having a conversation with another adult. I'm like, yeah, it's true.
I mean,
I'm starting that sentence.
Just turn to her and just say, yo, I don't need babies conversation. We're gonna have a conversation.
I had already said that once. So. Hey, it's a mind your own business. You're out of line to begin with. I don't need to be nice to you when I tell you you're out of line. So if you're over the line and I come back at you over the line, you don't get to curl clutch. Had my sister back, Jordan, hey, and I turned around and go, hey, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, okay, I'm over the line and I'm wrong. But I did nothing that was not any more rude than what you did. So you don't get to sit there and, oh, I can't believe you. So yeah, here. Not to say that I wasn't annoyed as shit with her, because like she had basically tried to like shout me down in the middle of a normal adult conversation that wasn't heated. But I think anybody would be annoyed with that from another adult. If you were trying to have a conversation with Kai and Kai's sister just walked up and was la 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 la, you'd be like, okay. When I'm done with this conversation, I'm gonna deal with you. You're right. Look at your sister. You talking to Jennifer, and then your mom walks up. La 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 la.
Yeah, I'm not gonna turn to my mom.
You'd be like, yo, what do you do? Why are you acting like you wouldn't? After having a heated conversation, you wouldn't then be like, why were you just la 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 in my face? You would just walk away, head held high.
My conversation that I was trying to have. Conversation. If my mom, like, okay, if me and my sister are like conversation that my mom is like coming and trying to stop the conversation, and I, for whatever reason, don't stop and address it situation first. Probably whatever. I should, run this conversation. Like this is like you just stop for a second. Like I'm just trying to figure out the situation. Like, I didn't do that, and then we'll figure out the situation, and then if something they could, like, I would now go pick another fight.
Right in here, I don't look at it as picking a fight. I look at it as, and I think it runs along with the theme of like, you don't need your need for, and I'm going to say your need for justice is weaker than mine, but it's not meant to be like a disparagement of your need for justice. I have a very strong need for everyone to recognize who, like, what was right. And so then, yeah, in that moment, I need to now, okay, we're going to go over why what you just did was fucked up. Knock it off.
Okay, but like,
And that's a waste of energy.
like that is on itself is the cause of stench. So then why is that something that you can do? That all opportunity.
It's not all opportunities. It's what I think that it's, I don't know, I'm shorted or it's needed to be proven for some reason, because it's not need, like it's not an actual need. It's like a more of a, I don't like when the scales are uneven and I walk away without it being called out that way, I guess.
I know, but it always causes tension. If when those opportunities arise, you can't just turn and walk away. Not care. Like, I don't care how you see the situation because I feel how I see the situation. It's just always going to continue to turn.
I think it's this. It's that if that's true, then I've truly given up. And this, if I'm able to adopt that feeling, you are officially outside of the relationships that I care about. If I can let you just have it, then I really don't care that much about you. And so with the people in my family, I guess I can't do that yet. But that is absolutely that, because I can do that in a work environment, in a, like, oh, you know what, actually not worth it. And it's not my job to be any sort of responsible how this person is in the world. And so then I'm explaining it. It's because if someone is in my circle and is acting in a way that is, I feel like, not just around me, then I can assume, and I feel like I'm safe to assume, that then they are going out in the world and acting the same way or worse out in the world. So then, okay, I wouldn't want someone to just turn a blind eye while their family is, and I'm getting very macro on this, but the idea is the same, that it's like, I don't like, that's probably why it's such a need, is like, I feel the need to like affect justice in my own circle.
You are somebody that I care about. Or very small circle. They are so good at
Right. Well, right. But I think that comes from, again, our different needs of like, you don't have that need to, here, I'm going to call it a prove it desire. Okay. Because that's actually, needs the wrong word, because it's not actually a need, but it's something that I want. I should say that better. So it's a prove it desire. I want to prove it. I think I'm right, and I'll prove it. And then us going back and forth is actually an exercise in our relationship of being able to hold and evaluate each other's ideas and then come to a conclusion together on whose idea is better. That's probably where it comes from. And so it's more of it's a collaborative prove it than it is a when it's someone that I care about and something I want to argue about. I would say it's more that than it is like because if I'm wrong, I want to hear why, and then I want to be able to adapt. Like, oh, I think you're right, actually, and like I'm doing that sort of with you right now, and like talking about it, like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's whatever. But like this is an exercise I'm only going to do with people that I care about, and I care about their opinion, and I care about affecting their opinion, I would say. So I guess, yeah, if I don't care about your opinion, the fastest way to know would be that I don't argue with you. Because I don't even find it necessary to try to sway your opinion in the slightest. But I think that you show and exercise and like flex relationships differently than I do. So like you don't care to affect my opinion. You like to be and spend time with me, and like I do too. But just it's
I just
different things. If you
feel like my what I call or it's just great.
prove it, meaning like the things you'd be willing to do that on, type thing.
Yeah, it's like way more than
Oh, okay. Things that matter, you would argue. Oh, sure. One, I think there's some of it too that like I think that inherently I don't maybe necessarily feel the conflict that argument brings for a lot of people, because I think like if you think of an argument, you think we're fighting, right? Like if I were to be like, hey, we're in an argument, I would say 80% of the time you would think of that as like a fight. Is that fair to say? Like we're holding differing opinions, and so then that's a fight. It's a non-fun interaction.
So if somebody says argument, I'm 100% of the time assuming like because of the fact that I'm just like for me and you, like the shit that we go back and forth on, I don't consider those arguments.
Oh, that's it. Okay. So then here, let me just use that phrase then. So and I guess and let me ask you for a definition. Disagreements, is that the same thing as an argument but just with a different like level of intensity, or are those one and the same actual like things and you're just calling ours disagreements because you don't it's the things that are outside of what you would normally argue with someone on, but you entertain me because you know I like to argue and people like to banter, and so it's a bantering.
I disagree. I disagree is like the way that I use that terminology is you're differing opinions and you're trying to come to a conclusion, or you're trying to see on the other side, or you're trying to prove something right this way or prove something wrong that way, or have whatever an argument is. We have two different opinions and we're yelling at each other.
And here, I think I'm probably.
As soon as voices get raised out there, like
Okay. And here, I think I am probably the term would be desensitized to arguing because of how often that it was like that. Like my cortisol spikes, I'm probably having the same physiological reactions that someone else does in an argument, but then I get done with it and like I'm not, I don't know. It can feel like sparring a lot of times. Where like I can be done with it and be like, oh, hold on, you were actually like you were mad. And like, oh, I was, I'm able to do this and then 10 minutes later act like nothing happened because it didn't really actually affect me that much. And I was able to, I don't know what I'm trying to describe.
I would also say that a caveat talk about like what you're describing, how you go describe that.
And that's fair. I wouldn't call it a disagreement, but we also weren't screaming, and so or yelling. And I think that there's a part of it that like I would call it a discussion or a disagreement in my book because it didn't involve like you said the like aggravation of emotions. I think you argue when it's more heated and there's more at stake than just like Derrick Rose or Russell Westbrook. So that's a weird dispute. A lot of different sports, but
I mean, I would like that, like that.
mhm. Being able to talk about things, yeah. And yeah, it was kind of an annoying situation. But like I was just sitting there after he kind of walked away, like frustrated. Where I was like, dude, how are we so off on the same scenario when like we just would have treated it and handled it so much differently? And it was that was the conclusion I came to. It's just the idea of him having that out there is like, well, I'm gonna get a thank you. I don't even. If my roles were reversed, like I would, for sure, if you want to thank me, I volunteered to do it. So, okay. Mm-hmm. Circle.
Yeah, I also
It could have all been avoided. For sure, could have all been avoided. But I don't know. It's like, but that's where I like the million things, like the million ways of it being avoided is just me just being like, yeah, okay, I'm not like this isn't worth me going into details with it and just like, oh yeah, thanks, Josh, thanks, you're the best. I think part of my motivation of not doing that is the idea that like it's frustrating to me that I would have to have that kind of relationship with the people in my life that I'm supposed to be like the closest with, my siblings, but like, no, you should be able to hear the nuance of like, hey, I appreciate you getting me this. This isn't exactly what I wanted though. So next time just text me. And you shouldn't hear that as me being ungrateful. Like if you're
I guess maybe it's hard. Like I would say
oh, and I guess I'm in the same boat, but I just don't.
like there's such a difference in my sisters that
Mm-hmm.
Jessica and I are kind of close. Like a lot of things. So, like right, like I that's
Mm-hmm.
exile out of their lives.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess it makes it easier to not have to feel like you need to like prove that you're right to her. But I think it highlights because for me, I put myself in your shoes and I'm like, yeah, but I definitely could see myself like trying to make the case of like, here's why you're wrong, and like it probably wouldn't work. But like I don't approach here. It's probably more forethought to be able to go, hey, even if I did that, it wouldn't work, and then not do it. Then maybe like, well, if I don't do it, then I'll never know if it would work or not. And like that's I feel like where my brain goes. It's like, well, actually, unless I try it, I won't know for certain. So looks like I'm gonna give it the old college try. And then you get halfway through the conversation and realize that Josh is an entitled kid, and you knew that, and then you go, "Oh yeah, that's why I shouldn't have had this conversation at the beginning." The entitled kid of the family. Right, the most entitled kid of the family. Time's at 9:15. You said you're gonna be honest with him. Okay. You do that, sir. I'm gonna go see what my son's doing. They just disappeared, so guess he's hanging out upstairs. You stay in the party if he's wanting to say hi. I'll bring him down here so you can say hi to him. All right, bro, Chacho. If I don't come back before you're off. Good chatter, and catch you a little later. Catch you a little later. There's just